Hello, guys. Welcome back, and thank you so much for being here. What's going on? You guys know how we do it here. We treat the live streams like it is a regular schmegler upload video. So we start as soon as we enter, we start, we hit the ground running. So remember to hit the like button, like and share. Thank you so much. You are greatly appreciated. So let's talk about the fact that I am starting to notice that Mr. Ned Nwoko has now gone back and pulled out his usual antics, how he tries to psychologically manipulate these women, especially the ones who have decided that they're not going to stay. They want to go back. So they want to go back to their former lives. They don't want to do it again. They don't want him anymore. The same playbook where he pulls from. I'm starting to see his old ways, the things that he does essentially. So before we do that, we're going to talk about that. But this is a video that I saw on social media. I was actually, it's not the first time that I meant to do this, but because of everything that has happened, and I came across this video and I felt like, you know what, this is as good a time as any other to actually talk about this. This is a video of Ned Nwoko claiming that he married Regina because of pressure. Mind you, this guy married Regina when he was already in his 60s. And that's his football age, oh. That's his football age. Me, I don't believe that this guy's date of birth is actually what he's now claiming. I mean, if Tinubu can lie and claim that he's how many years old? So let alone this one. So, anyways, what was I saying? I was talking about how I've been meaning to do this, but this is as good a time as any to talk about this. So I saw this video where this grown A man was talking about how he was pressured to marry Regina. He got a lot of pressure from his village people to marry Regina. Again, this is an old interview. This is from a couple of years ago or several years ago. It was around the time when they were really getting backlash for marrying Regina. And so this was when he was still trying to like convince people that the reason why he married Regina, like they were throwing all kinds of things, just like they lied about Regina's age, they lied about everything. They went on a media tour trying to paint themselves out to be a loving couple. This man was talking about this small child, like, oh, she's an old soul, she's so mature, don't think about her age. They were doing everything possible to convince people that this unholy union was actually holy. Okay, so let's go ahead and listen to what this grown, mind you, this guy, when he married Regina, he was already in his 60s. At least on paper, he was already in his 60s. So this man claiming that he was under pressure, the same thing that a young guy will say. A young guy who's just starting life will say, oh, they made me marry because of they wanted me to marry somebody from my place. Like, this is pathetic. Listen to this mess. Listen to this mess.
For her particularly, I married her because for her particularly, I married her because she is from my place. I wanted a wife from my place, and if you must hear this, I know that I knew that I wanted, because I was under pressure from the family, from people to marry.
From your own family or from her family?
From my family. I was under pressure to marry from my place, from the traditional rulers, from them generally, and I had criteria of that
you have the check, the boxes.
Yes,
and she ticks all the boxes.
Regina,
can you imagine talking about how she checked all the boxes? Let me tell you guys why I am just laughing right off the bat. The sorrowful music that is on the background is giving me, like, it's making me laugh so hard. They actually put a sorrowful music. For this old man, you know those kind of Nollywood sorrow music, emotional, oh, sad songs. They actually let sad song on the background. Like that was the part that really cracked me up. Like this is so pathetic. This grown man claiming because there was a lot of pressure, and that's something that a lot of people don't remember. I don't know. When Ned married Regina, it was not smooth sailing. They faced especially him and Regina's mom, they faced a lot of backlash. People were dragging them left, right, and center because people just did not understand why this marriage will even take place in the first place. And so Ned and Regina's mom, they were all actively granting interviews to BBC. They were granting interviews to people that will give them softball questions. Okay, people that will be compassionate towards them, people that will be empathetic, which was really crazy to me. But they were granting interviews and they were saying all kinds of things to kind of normalize the bullshit, you know? So, yeah, like this is wild to me. This is crazy that even in 2025, after everything that has now happened, Regina coming out to say that marriage was not a good marriage for her, that she was unhappy and he was very, very abusive towards her. It is so interesting, and this is why when I see all those people, I don't ever look at them and think, oh, that they are organic. No, I don't think they're organic at all. These are people that are paid to come and sow discord. They are paid to come and push certain narratives. That's why you see them. Because nobody in their right mind, especially considering the the pushback that they got around that time, nobody in their right mind would defend this. But if you've been paid to sell your soul, of course you will defend it because of course why not? Do you get? So yeah, again the background sound of the sorrow music and just cracks me up because I think the person was being unironic. The person was just being like facetious, whoever it was that included the music. Like, look at this crazy old man wants us to believe that at over 60 when he married Regina that it was under family pressure. You mean the same people, the same elders that you have basically arrested, that you really have no respect for, that cannot even talk to you without you threatening them with police and locking them up in prison indefinitely. It is so fair, like that is so what's what I'm looking for, even that is so convenient that, yeah, family members. But again, these are some of the interviews that he was granting. He and Regina, they were granting interviews because people were just like, it was so icky. It was so icky. People were just so disgusted by what he was doing, and people were just like, there's nothing normal about this, Oga. This is creepy. This is weird. This is gross. And he has a daughter who's older than Regina. He has a daughter that is older than Regina that we know of, oh, okay? That we know of. Anyways, let's listen to another one. This is another interview.
Our
All the boxes.
Okay.
Regina, our marriage is solid. Our marriage is based on understanding and respect over time.
Mind you, this man is talking about I don't know if she was already 18 by that point, but mind you, this man was talking about a teenager, the teenager that he married. The teenager he married. That's what this man is talking about.
I met her and I liked her. We married within 3 weeks. Yes.
No, he didn't say they pressured him to marry Regina. He said they pressured him to marry somebody from his own place. Because by the time he married Regina, he had already married all these other women, and I'm guessing that they were not all from his place. So he's claiming that they wanted him to marry somebody from his own place. So yeah, that's what he's claiming. The sick twisted elements.
All the boxes.
Regina, our marriage is solid. Our marriage is based on understanding and respect over time. I met her and I liked her. We married within 3 weeks. Yes.
I don't believe that at all. I do not believe that. I do not believe that he and Regina married within 3 weeks. This is just one of their revisionist history, the things that they are saying to make it seem as though they're saying all of this so that it can coincide with the age, so that it can correspond with the age that they are claiming that Regina is. That's why they are saying. I don't believe that this man married Regina within 3 weeks of knowing her. I just don't believe it at all.
I married all my wives within some period. I don't believe in dating anybody to marry them. Don't date anybody you want to marry. Marry them. When you marry them, you begin to fall in love from within the marriage.
That is such a bad advice. That is such a bad advice. That is such a self-serving advice to tell somebody, because you're now trying to like you're trying to like save your reputation, because water don't pass Gary for you. And so now you're trying to push this bullshit narrative that don't date anybody that you want to marry. This is the reason anybody who follows this will end up in the same place that Ned Nwoko has ended up in. With Regina, with all the other women who has left, you need to marry somebody that you are that you have the same values, somebody that you know to a certain degree. Okay, that's the only way to actually ensure a relationship that will last. This idea of marrying somebody within a few days or a few weeks, or arrange marriage with the hopes that you guys will get to know each other as you dabble into the marriage, to me that is like a recipe for disaster. I don't encourage that. I don't support that. I don't think that is ideal. Okay, it doesn't work. There might be, maybe out of 1 million it might work for one person. Out of 100,000 it might work, arranged marriage or knowing somebody under a short period of time and marrying them, it might work, but the vast majority of times it does not work. Okay, and that's how people end up in Ned Wonko's situation right now, because after marrying all these women, they eventually found out that, oh, it should not even be an advocate for that, given everything that has happened. You get? So marriage, when you date somebody for a long time, there are still issues, let alone somebody that you married within a short period of time. I don't recommend it, even though I know that what he's saying is not true. And the reason why he's claiming this is because he wants to the timeline to match with Regina Daniels. That's the reason why he's claiming that he married her within 3 weeks of knowing her. I don't believe that's what happened. Okay? I don't believe that's what happened. But again, he's a revisionist historian. He's trying to like revise the narrative and spin the narrative in a way that it'll favor him. Okay? And just as a general, you know, rule, do not rush into marriage. Do not listen to this crazy man and go and marry somebody that you've only known for a short period of time, thinking that as you go into the marriage, you get to know one another. That is a recipe for disaster. I don't encourage it. I don't support it. Again, you marry somebody that you've known for a while, the marriage will still end up being a disaster. That person will still wake up one day and do something that you could not possibly believe in your wildest dream, you'll be like, whoa, this person completely deceived me. This person completely showed me a different side, only for them to show you their real side once they marry you. Okay, that happens a lot. That's one of the reasons why people break up, because the person that they've known for maybe 6 months or a year, that they chose to marry, that they accepted to marry, ends up not being the person that they went into marriage with. There's this saying that the person that you marry is not the person that you divorce. And that is so true. Okay. So I say all of that to say, don't, even though in my mind, I believe this man is lying about the timeline of how long he knew Regina, but also don't believe him, don't listen to him. Obviously, it hasn't worked out for him, has it? No, it hasn't. I'm going to try not to interrupt again and let it just play.
Within some period, I don't believe in dating anybody to marry them. Don't date anybody you want to marry. Marry them. When you marry them, you begin to fall in love from within the marriage. You know, even in my own culture, as it were, as a kid in the 60s, people, they were not dating. They would marry in arranged marriages, family to family. They choose a wife, and then most girls were expected to be virgins when they get married, and they build a family from there. And because they didn't know each other before they got married, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of learning to do. And but Regina and I is a story that is interesting because before I met her, I didn't know about her. I don't watch movies, never watch movies. I met her the first time when.
Let me interject. I know I promised that I wasn't going to interject again, but that's a lie. Prior to Regina marrying Ned, there were so many stories about Ned messing with a bunch of Nollywood actresses. Okay, that was a long running story. There were so many different stories about him messing with Nollywood actresses. Okay, he would invite them. He would, not just actresses like singers and whatever. He would invite them over and blah blah blah. So this narrative, this is another revisionist history that he's trying to do, to claim that he never watched Nollywood movies, he never did this, he never knew her before. Da 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 da. That's just another example of him trying to like paint a different scenario than what actually is. Let me roll it back because yeah.
Because before I met her, I didn't know about her. I don't watch movies, never watch movies. I met her the first time when she came to my house with her mother and her siblings to, because my place in Delta is a tourist place. They came to look around.
So I believe when he said this, and this is why I call BS on her mother's story, that oh, she fell in love, she fell in love. This, in my opinion, is the accurate depiction of how he and Regina met. According to him, he said Regina and her mom and her siblings came to his home in Asaba because, according to him, the place is a tourist attraction. Okay, whatever. They came there, and that was where they met him. For me, I feel like Regina's mom, I feel like they had already, let me give the woman a little bit of break because I've been dragging her quite a bit. Okay, but I feel like, yeah, this is complete BS. This is nonsense. He's lying. Vivian says, oh my god, not this virginity guy again. Yeah, he's obsessed. He's obsessed with women's virginity. He's obsessed. And there are some, if you know, depending on, you know, what your belief systems are, there are explanations as to why he's so fixated on marrying virgins. You know, so and those stories are out there. Mm. So this is Regina Daniels defending her marriage again. As you can see, her face is round here. She was actually pregnant here, and her pregnancy was starting to show by this point. So she was defending her marriage because, again, like I said, it was months and months and months of endless dragging. People were dragging, not necessarily Regina, but Regina's mom and Ned Nwoko. People were dragging. This was not okay. People made sure to let everybody know that they were not okay with this arrangement. It was not okay because Regina was not somebody who did not have a bright future. Do you get? Like, she was already in Hollywood, in Nollywood. She was already doing her thing. She was already an influencer. She was already making money. So this notion, and that's why a lot of people say that this was greed, wanting more than you already have. If she had just continued to maintain the path that she was on, at this point, it would have been a different story. Now, I don't know if she would have been married by now, but she would have been loaded, like way more. All of this stress of Ned Wonko would not even be happening right now. Okay? And yeah, children are a blessing. I'm glad that, she has two children out of this. But that remains to be seen if she will even have any interactions, any contact with those children until they reach the age of majority and they are able to ask for what they want themselves. And that's if they've not been brainwashed to believe that their mother is bad and terrible and this and that. So even those who are going to make the excuse and justification and be like, well, at least she got two children out of this. But seriously, we don't know what fight. Like, I will always revert back to Precious Chikwendu. The fight that Regina has in front of her with regards to having access, any kind of access to these children. Oh my gosh. She has a major fight ahead of her. If she continues to stay out, if she continues to decide that she doesn't want to go back again. So, to all of this, to what end? You married a man, you have children for the man. You have children for the man, and you've decided that you don't want to do anymore. And the man, being the kind of person that he is now going to use the children as a weapon against you. So even the one thing that you could have celebrated, that you could have rejoiced over, which would have been your blessing, one of the good things that you could have gotten out of the marriage, there is a likelihood, there is a 99% chance that you are not going to have access to them until they reach the age of majority and they are able to make that decision whether or not they want to be in your life. And like I said, let's just hope that by then he would not have brainwashed them to oblivion, to hate their mother, to think the worst of their mother. Because that's the kind of thing that he does. We've all seen him do this before. Okay? So it's just a really, really sad, crazy, pathetic situation. And yeah, I'm sad for her. And that's why I'm going to cut her some slack. It's like now she's actually having the opportunity to finally behave her age. And you guys are going to see why in a little bit. I'm going to play a video that she did today. Do you get? She's finally able to be her age because when she married Ned, she was forced to grow up. Because she and Ned and even her mother were all running around and telling anybody who cares to listen that she's an old soul, she be old mama, oh, she's so mature, don't let her age fool you, oh, she's wise beyond her years, oh. And she had to live up to all of that. She had to live up to that expectation. She had to keep her guard up all the time because she didn't want to do anything that is going to make her act her age, where people will then turn around and say, Mr. Ned, now small picky you marry. Because by then they were already saying that she's so matured. Oh my God, why she be old mama or this one, that one. So she had to continue to live up to that expectation. But now, since everything that happened between her and Ned, She's now actually able to leave her age because she's a young girl. And that those years, all the years where she had to like, it's like she's making up for lost times, all the years where she had to like grow up, act mature, sound mature, behave maturely. And now she's just, she's just living her life now. She's let her guard down. And people are going to judge her for this because that is just the plight of the woman. No matter how hard you try, no matter the circumstance, no matter the situation, you can never get it right with these people. They will always find a way to blame you for everything. It is so wild to me as a concept. But yeah, let's listen to her defending her marriage. They went on so many tours, let me tell you. They went on so many tours, and I'm even sure that they had to make her dress, like wear makeup or make her put on some things that will make her look older than her actual age, because it was embarrassing for Mr. Ned the way people were dragging her. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. But that's the thing. You play stupid game, you win stupid prize. That's just how the cookie crumble. That's how the saying goes. Play stupid games, win stupid prize. So you, Mr. Ned, that decided that, yeah, out of all the out of all the more matured women that you could have married, you chose her. And then once you did, and the backlash was like swift and brutal, you decided that you are going to now try to like put on a spin to make it seem as though there was something normal about your relationship, when in fact there was nothing normal about it. You are a creepy old man. Nonsense and kuli kuli. Just listen.
My husband na Odogo. True, true. Na real Odogo. The
Looking at Regina in this makeup, I know that this was around the time that she was pregnant and her pregnancy was already showing. And women now, sometimes when you're pregnant, your face takes a different shape. I also feel like they particularly made her up to look more matured than she actually was, just to soften the blow that they were getting around that time.
feeling for inside house. The true, true.
Place. They came to look around.
My husband na Odogo. True, true. Na real Odogo. The feeling for inside house. True, true. It's fit past wetin we dey even put online. Because sometimes when I see comments say where people say, "Oh, no be so then they inside house," so me and I'm go read the comments, we go laugh. Go say if only say they know house we take day for inside house. Anything where I want like this, I go get them. To cook, the day where I say I won't cook, he go even fight me and say why they cook. Say make I come off for kitchen. If I say now, say I won't just sleep for 1 week, not do anything, I go still do okay, sleep for 1 week. So it's a very comfortable lifestyle and a happy one.
You be wife and you get 2 children, plus your own personal businesses where you can do. How you take manage all these things together?
Well, God bless me with supportive husband. So whenever I dey go location, my husband say make at least one parent stay dey house with.
As you can see, this is such a softball question. These are softball questions that she was being given. And this is the part where I call bullshit, okay? Ned Nwoko has a job. So this narrative that Ned Nwoko is so supportive that even if she had to go to location to go and film, Ned Nwoko, because based on the agreement that one parent must be home, that Ned Nwoko is so supportive that he was so encouraging that he would allow her to go while he stays and watch the kids. That is such complete cockamamie BS. Okay? BS. BS, I tell you. Hmm.
My husband say make at least one parent stay day house.
Plus your own personal
I won't just sleep for 1 week, not do anything. I go still do okay, sleep for 1 week. So it's a very comfortable lifestyle and a happy one.
you be wife and you get 2 children. Plus your own personal businesses where you dey do. How you take manage all these things together?
Well, God bless me with supportive husband. So whenever I dey go location, my husband say make at least one parent stay day house with the children. So our two no fit just comot dey go. If I wan go work this week, I go tell am, oh, babe, I dey go work this week. So that week, he go cancel everything wey they do, day house or my husband na odogo. True.
That is such complete and utter BS. Okay. That is such utter bullshit. I don't believe that 1 second that Ned will cancel everything that he's doing for the week just to be with the kids. But again, these were things that they were doing to because they knew that what they had done was so bad and so frowned upon, and they needed to make things better. Even if it meant lying and making up things and making up stories, and that was what they were gonna do. Let me read some comments. Vivian says he didn't know she was an actress because he doesn't watch Nollywood movies. Yeah, right. So how did he meet Chika Ike, and others? Exactly. So what does he watch then? CNN? Jaruma said he knew when he met Regina. Yeah, that is such a complete nonsense. Okay, complete and utter nonsense. Again, these are some of the strategies that they try to apply in a bid to like justify or to soften the blow or to make things seem less creepy and less crazy. But the thing is that for people who are smart and people who are able to dissect, and for people who have been following the situation, it was so obvious that this was complete and utter nonsense. And this was just them trying to push whatever narrative as a way of surviving the storm. Okay. And that's the reason why when I see people, especially non Nigerians, who are trying to make it seem as though the society is 100% okay with this, the vast majority of the society is not. I remember the backlash. It was fierce to the point where they started granting interviews. Do you know these people by nature are very narcissistic? By nature, they are very nonchalant. They don't care. Okay. But the fact that they started running helter skelter, doing interviews and trying to like debunk, trying to address stories, that should have told anybody that they knew the level of backlash that they faced on account of Regina marrying Ned. The backlash was major. I'm telling you, it was major. People were not happy at all. And that's why I'm saying when I remember the backlash of last time, that's the reason why I feel like all of the bloggers, some of the people who are commenting and supporting this nonsense, defending Ned Nwoko, this is why I feel like a lot of them are just paid actors. They are paid actors to push certain narrative or whatever. Because what I remember the other time when they got married, it was major backlash and it was not good. It sent them running helter skelter doing interviews. And these are people who typically don't do interviews. Well, how many, even since this separation, how many interviews has Ned done? And that's how you know that they are feeling the heat. That's how you know that they are worried by the number of interviews that they have done. That's how you know. And Regina is genuinely scared of Ned, and I completely understand why. Because I'm sure that she has seen things during the course of being married to this man. She has seen things and she knows that he can make her disappear. That's why throughout this whole court ordeal, she was never anywhere near there, because she knows that that will place a target on her back. She was not near there. She was someplace in hiding, in a safe place. Because she knows that Ned is a dangerous person. Mama Joy says at the minimum, let me highlight this. At the minimum, she would have had the option to marry a man of her choice. Yep. Somebody says Ned has too much false pride and is very pompous and thinks he can abuse his power and human rights and keep getting away with it. I am so happy that everyone is standing up against his wickedness. Yep, same here. Same here. And somebody says, reminds me of Michael Jackson in a way. He was thrust into the spotlight and forced to live up to adult expectations. He had to grow up quickly, but then he was a grown man trapped in a little boy's body. Spot on. Spot on. I absolutely agree. Definitely. Yeah. Let kids be kids. You said there's plenty of time to be adults. Yep. Yeah. Vivian V says, even the dark beauty interviewing her looks at her like, Omo, this one is still picking. The makeup was meant to make her look older, but the journalist's eye says it all. Yeah. 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 Somebody says she doesn't even believe what she's saying. Of course she doesn't believe what she's saying. And that's the reason why she's now out here trying to defend herself, trying to justify the reason why she was going up and down shouting Odogu, 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 my husband, the Odogu. And I hope that this serves as a lesson to all those women. I don't care how old you are, that you're married, as long as you are in the age of majority, okay? Those married women who are always hyping their husband, they'll buy something for themselves, yet they'll claim it was the husband that bought it for them. They will, they will come on social media unprovoked or unasked. They'll come on social media and start hyping their husband and calling him Odogu, Ogodu Perere, up and down, Odogu Perere, up and down. Nobody asked you. Those men, what you're essentially doing is basically discrediting yourself. If those men have bad things that they are doing to you, what you're doing by coming on social media to announce them as the best gift that God ever gave you is essentially discrediting yourself. Any chance you ever come out to say he did something to you, people are going to revert back, just like people are now digging up videos where Regina was calling her husband Odogu Perere, Odogu, my husband is this and my husband is that. And that's what people are now saying. Yo, sis, you said your husband was the best thing to ever happen to you. He was your angel on earth. But how come you're now changing your mind? And I get what she's saying, that did you guys expect me to come out on social media and start saying that I was unhappy and miserable and sad? I get that. Nobody's expecting you to do that. But coming out on social media to praise a man that is actually tormenting you physically, psychologically, emotionally, that is not good either. Nobody asked for the information that you were pushing out. Nobody asked you. Nobody said, Regina, come and tell us, or anybody, insert anybody, come and tell us how your husband is treating you. You were the one, maybe you were seeing comments where people saying things and you felt a need to come and defend your marriage or whatever. Please, all these women, it never ends well. And that's the reason why a lot of them stay silent. A lot of these women stay silent because they feel like they've already praised this man. They've already said so many wonderful things about this man. They cannot turn around now and accuse the same man of doing bad things to them that they have already said is an amazing angel of God sent down from heaven to come and save them. So if nobody is asking, even if anybody is asking you, do your best to keep your marriage situation out of social media so that your complaint doesn't get immediately picked apart, doesn't get immediately discredited because of what you have said, because of the positive things you have said before. Okay? Because of what you had said before. That's the reason why you should never do that. Because you're sending the wrong message. You know that you are not happy. Nobody, of course, I don't expect that after marrying this man and this man ended up not being what she imagined he was going to be. Marriage ended up not being what she imagined marriage was going to be. Of course, I don't expect, as long as she's still married to the guy until she decides what she wants to do, I don't expect her to come out and start dragging the man on social media until she decides. But coming out on social media to praise a man that is torturing you, that is abusive towards you, it is it is not good. It is not good. Just sort yourself out. And I know that a lot of times it is the men that are encouraging these women to come outside to post this because it's good for their reputation, you know? It's good for them to, for whatever it is, whoever it is that they're trying to impress or whatever. You get, don't do that. Please, I'm begging you, don't do that. Because it is the quickest way for you to lose credibility. It is the quickest way for people not to take you seriously because they are going to be saying, are you lying? Were you lying then or are you lying now? That's the question that a lot of people are asking now. And I know that a lot of people that are asking these are bad actors, but yeah, you come on social media and you praise this man, you talk about how he's the best thing to ever happen to you in this life. And then once you decide that you can no longer take his abuses, you come out on social media and you're saying that the entire time, all those things that you were saying were all lies. They were not true. You know, it's not right. It's not right at all. Somebody says everyone should worry about the other wives as well who are in the bondage until I'm not gonna worry about them until they come out and tell their story. Worry about them and then all of a sudden they are telling you to mind your business. No. I'm only going to reach out, I'm only going to support anybody that cries out and reaches out. Like this is 2025. At this point, if there is any woman who doesn't know right between right and wrong, then that person is on their own. If there's any woman who doesn't know that they are in a marriage of bondage and they are unhappy and they should get out, then that's on them. I'm not going to worry about any of the women that are still there. They should, if they are really in bondage and they are not, then they should cry out. But I have seen Layla posting videos. Let me even show you the video that Layla posted, where she was basically shading Regina, talking about how she's more concerned right now. She's more focused on her family and posting pictures and videos of her on vacation. I'm not gonna worry about Layla. Layla will worry about herself. When Layla needs help, Layla knows how to reach out for help. She's done it before. This is what she posted. She says, too busy building my peace, my life, and my family. No time for anything less. That's what she's posting with her over filtered videos. And people are looking at this video and say, oh, she's so pretty. She's prettier than Regina Daniels. A lot of our people suffer from low self-esteem, okay? Their own is that as long as you are Oyinbo, you are beautiful. That's their own. Like the self-esteem, the low self-worth is massive, baby. It's massive. So that's what Layla is posting, talking about how she's too busy building her peace, building her life and her family. No time for anything less. So I'm supposed to worry about this one, and she's showing pictures and videos of her vacation. I'm supposed to worry about this. No, sorry, Bob. No way. When she's ready to cry out, she should cry out. I will still support her then, but not a day sooner, not until she's ready to cry out. But yeah, again, it grinds my gears when people will look at Layla, and I've seen this so many times because Layla always filter her pictures. People look at him like, oh, she's prettier than Regina Daniels. Oh, she's pretty. Come on. Come on, you guys. Come on, you guys, your low self-esteem, is too much. I beg. Una too hate on herself. Una too hate on herself, oh. Hmm. So yeah, Layla is posting, I don't know what part of the world she's in. She's posting videos of from her vacation. They usually go to all those Arab countries for vacation, you know. So yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time feeling sorry for that one or any of the other women. When they are tired of being tortured, they will cry out.
They do. They house all husband. So whenever I dey go location, my husband say make at least one parent stay day house with the children. So our two no fit just comot dey go. If I wan go work this week, I go tell am, oh, babe, I dey go work this week. So that week, he go cancel everything wey dey do. Dey house or my husband na odogo. True, true.
So she basically painted this man as a saint, who gave her so much freedom and she was able to do, he did not restrict her, blah, blah, blah. And that's another thing that she's going to lose now. If she ever makes the mistake of going back to that man, you see the freedom that she used to enjoy, because back then, Mr. Ned was still pretending to be a supportive husband and he didn't want her to complain about what he may be doing to her. So he allowed her to go and do some he allowed her to go and do whatever it was, like do her movie and whatever. But now that the cat is already out of the bag and he has now spawned a narrative that she's on drug, that freedom that she once enjoyed is donezo. It's over. It's gone forever. Bye. Never to be seen again. So yeah. Anyways, let me see some more comments. Jade, have you seen Judy Turn relationship advisor video? I thought she was throwing shade at Gina, but what's your take? I have seen snippets of that video. I have not seen it in its entirety. So I saw somebody commented that he said somebody wants. She said at some point in the video that she wanted somebody said that she should jump from the sky or something. I will check it out and have an opinion on that. It is just so disappointing that people like Judy Austin and many others would have a platform, a space on social media to even have a mouth to talk after what they have done. To me, that is just amazing. That's wild to me. Mama Joycelyn says, yeah, they don't have to overly praise the husband online, because if things go wrong, people will dig up old videos and ask, is this you, sis? Were you lying then or are you lying now? Yeah, that's basically what they will ask. Because you cannot be playing games with people, and I hope that more people will learn. Like, just live your life. You want to post pictures of lovey-dovey, post pictures of lovey-dovey, you know, because people can literally change. Again, like I said at the top of this live stream, the person you marry is not the person you divorce. Eventually, the person you divorce is a completely different person. So be mindful, because all the things that you said, all the wonderful praises that you heaped on that person during happier times, be careful, because people are going to turn around and say, but wait, this is not what you said before, though. You said he was the best thing to ever happen to you. Then what happened? At what point did he change? You know? And yeah, just keep whatever is happening in your relationship. If you're not willing to tell the bad, then don't tell the good. Just live your life. You want to post pictures of your vacation, post pictures of your vacation. All these praises and talking about how without him you would not have any breath, all those things, they tend to turn around and bite you. And men, mischievous men, narcissistic men, emotionally blackmailing men, psychological tormentors, they capitalize on that. When they see you praising them on social media, they capitalize on it. They'll be like, ha, this one that is just praising me. And then they know that you yourself, you already want to put on like a different, there's a narrative, there's an image that you want to push about your marriage, about your husband. And they know that you'll be embarrassed to come out and explain, or to come out and use the same mouth that used to praise them to come and expose them. They capitalize on that. They know you will never do that. And when you eventually do, that's why they are shocked, because it's like the ground is shaking. They don't know how to respond. But they capitalize on all the praisings that you're heaping on them, because they feel like, you wait on the heap praise. You will used to use the same mouth to come out and say that they did this to you, or they did the other one to you. Do you get? So women need to be smart, and these men don't even do that. These men don't even praise the women like that. They don't. They don't heap praises on the women and talk about, oh, you're the only sugar in my tea. You're such an amazing woman. You're the most beautiful woman in the world. Oh my God, you smell like roses. Oh my gosh. I'm so thankful every day for God bringing you into my life. You have been the best, and you have completely changed my life around. You gave me 50,000 to support my political career. You will never see the men do that. They seldom do that. But the women, every small thing, the day the man will just smile at them over something, they are running to social media to come and worship him and praise him. Women, make una dey suffer, oh, make una dey suffer. Because a lot of women have been burned by doing this, by this behavior. A lot of them. And that's why those ones are also the last to come out when things are wrong, when things go awry. They usually are the last to come out and expose the marriage, or expose, whatever is happening in their lives, because they will be thinking about all the things that they had previously said, all the ways that they had praised that man. And now coming back to walk back all those things, to them is like, whoa, how am I going to do that? How am I going to come out and tell these same people that my husband, the same man that I have been praising and worshiping, how am I going to come out and tell them that he's been treating me badly? Nada wahala dey for start to. You want to pepper people, you want to show naysayers that you got it right, you got marriage right, you want to pepper, you want to show off, you want to be in a competition. For a man that has how many wives? Till tomorrow, there is no clear picture of how many wives Paned has currently. We know Layla is still there. That's it. We don't know. But Layla said, when Layla was moaning and groaning that time, Layla said she was the only one that was with him until he married Regina. So, There's a lot of messy situation going on in that family.
True.
Okay? There's a lot of crazy nonsense happening in that family. So this is the thing. I saw this thing and it made me laugh so hard. I laughed so hard when I saw this.
One is the most beautiful.
Let me see.
Meet Ned Nwoko's 6 wives. The fifth one is Meet Ned Nwoko's 6 wives. The fifth one is the most beautiful. All of them are fair.
The fifth one is so they are talking about Layla Sharani. Layla is not as beautiful as Regina. Can we just stop? All these people with their low self-esteem, can you guys stop?
His first wife, Lily Nwoko.
This is not even the first wife. This person just picked up God knows pictures from where. They even said there were even pictures of Layla that they represented Layla twice as his wife. This is not even. There's another Oyinbo woman who had a child for her. That child is older than Regina, and that girl is married now. They didn't even include that one. This one is not his first wife. There's another one that his uncle, like that his brother was talking about, the brother that came out recently. There's another one that guy came out and was talking about that. That one is a Nigerian, the one that gave him documents in the UK. So yeah, this is Chantel. This is not his, this is his fourth wife, I believe. This is his fourth wife. This one came after this one. Layla Sharani came.
Is a lawyer. There's not much about her. She maintains a private life. There's no public record of the second wife. No one knows where she is. The third wife is Aisha Nwoko. She also maintains a very private life. Nobody knows much about her. The fourth is Layla Charani. She's a businesswoman and a model from Morocco. The fifth wife is
Can you imagine? They use the same picture of Layla Sharani for the fourth and the fifth wife. Wait until you guys hear what they said about Regina. I fell out laughing.
Lina Nwoko. She's an air hostess from Morocco. She also maintains a private life.
This is Layla. This was when Ned Nwoko married Layla and used her to swear in that village. The same thing that he made Regina do.
Fifth wife is Lina Nwoko. She's an air hostess from Morocco. She also maintains a private life. Lastly, Regina Daniels, a Nollywood actress from Nigeria. She has 2 kids. This one likes social media and attention. She's the one who gave Ned Nwoko $50,000 to win an election. Also the one who married him for love and the one who ran away.
The last part got me laughing. It's also the one who married her for love and the one who run away. And then he also said that the AI, this is AI generated video, by the way. The AI video also said she's the one who likes attention. Whoever did this does not like Regina. It's so obvious. Hi Joyce. I know, right? So funny.
Wife. No one knows where she is. The third wife is Aisha Nwoko. She also maintains a very private life. Nobody knows much about her. The fourth is Layla Charan.
They're just joining pictures together of God knows random people and claiming they are Ned Nwoko's wife. Let me tell you.
She's a businesswoman and a model from Morocco. The fifth wife is Lina Nwoko.
This is also Layla. This was when she married Ned.
She's an air hostess from Morocco. She also maintains a private life. Lastly, Regina Daniels, a Nollywood actress from Nigeria. She has 2 kids. This one likes social media and
This one likes social media. Tell me you hate Regina without telling me you hate her. This one likes social media.
attention. She's the one who
She likes social media and attention.
She's an air hostess from Morocco. She also maintains a private life. Lastly, Regina Daniels, a Nollywood actress from Nigeria. She has 2 kids. This one likes social media and attention. She's the one who gave Ned Nwoko $50,000 to win an election. Also the one who married him for love and the one who ran away.
The one who married her for love, who married him for love, and the one who ran away. Listen, when I first heard that, I laughed so hard. I say, hey, God, I beg you. The one who married her for love, and the one who married him for love, and the one who ran away. Let me hear the last part again. It's so funny. He gave her 50. She also gave him $50,000.
This one likes social media and attention. She's the one who gave Ned Nwoko $50,000 to win an election. Also the one who married him for love and the one who ran away.
Okay, so you remember what I was saying earlier about how Regina is finally free. Now she wants to live her life. Just listen to this video. This video cracked me up, and let me tell you. Oh my God. The one who ran away. The one who married her for love. The one who married him for love, and the one who ran away. Wahala, not too much like this. Yes. She really ran away. She said, I don't do it again. Okay. Okay, carry your madness, go that side. I don't do it again. Lord. So this is Regina appreciating and thanking the people who's been supporting her.
Guys, do you know it's really such a big deal to be loved by a lot of people? Wait, can I brag on that? Can I actually brag that I'm loved by so many people? Type shit. Like, I don't even know who to start thanking, where to start. Like, see, guys, see, the kind of love way I actually don't receive this period makes me emotional. But I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. Jokes on you, Ned, because you thought people would hate me.
But that's true, though. He was really hoping that by the time he drops this bomb about how, she's doing this and she's doing that, and people will turn their backs. But that has not been the case. And Regina herself already shows say she not even care. Okay? Regina is like, I'm going to move forward because she's very sure of herself. She's very sure of herself and she's confident and she knows that she can pick up the pieces and move on with her life. And she's been throwing shade at Ned and I love it. The other time she said, Ogungo key Ned. I say, see, bend there, babe. Lordy.
I feel good. Jokes on you, Ned, because you thought people would hate me.
Yeah.
I bet if you people see this video again, people say this guy is very unserious, but I'm actually very unserious. Type shit. That's something you all don't know. I'm actually very unserious.
Type shit. She's basically owning the type shit because some people had like such a big issue with that type shit that she kept saying. She's just owning it and be like, listen, Linda, honey, this is me. Take me as I am. This is me type shit.
Because I have my mothers, my fathers, my uncles, my brothers,
Yes,
my
sir.
sisters,
Yes,
my
sir.
friends,
Yes, sir.
my fans,
Yes,
my
sir.
online aunties and
Yes,
online
sir.
daddies and everybody doing
Yes,
the
sir.
fights for me and why I'm, type shit.
Type shit.
Type shit. And my brother is
Oh my my God. Regina said, whether you like it or not, you're gonna get used to my type shit.
Out. So one battle down. Oh my
One battle
God.
down.
See, all of you mocked me on this internet too, but the mockery actually gave me courage to stand. Because I don't like to be mocked. And I actually don't like to be pitied. I don't know if... Why don't I like to be pitied? So you guys made me so emotional, I swear. Because truthfully, I want to...
People will always have issues with Regina. Again, I'm watching this, like I know I'm seeing some comment and people are like, oh, this is why Ned is going to win in court. Blah 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 blah. Because she's even saying that she's acting immature. For me, I feel like this is somebody who has finally been set free. Like she's free now. She can say whatever. She can do whatever. She doesn't need to worry. And I am here for it. I am here for this Regina who is actually acting her age. All those years of pretending to be an adult. Imagine being 20 and you are sitting next to somebody old enough to be your grandfather in a political setting with people who came with their wives, and their wives are old enough to be your own mother and even grandmother, and everybody is you're sitting there so awkwardly because you married a filthy man that has no shame. And then you're forced to mature, you're forced to grow up, you're forced to act older than you actually are because your youth had been stolen.
Help. I need help. But I've
Somebody
lost myself
says, hold
so much.
on. Jade, collect your thank you. You pointed out key points, connected, corrected narrative, and defended her. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for acknowledging that. Yeah, because like I've always said, Regina, I like Regina. There was a time that I didn't like her after when she married that man. I was so disappointed because I just felt like she had no reason whatsoever. But I was still rooting for her. I was still hoping for the best for her. And I knew that in the eventuality that something bad happens in our marriage, I was still going to defend and support her because she was a child, a literal child, a minor when she married that rock of ages. So, yeah. So, thank you. I appreciate that.
Much in this society that it feels illegal to ask for help. It feels illegal to be in need of so many people, knowing fully well that not all eyes that looks at you with good intentions. Like, it's not. But now this world today, we go rugged. Like, I'm so happy. I am so happy. Tap shit.
Regina say, whether you people like it or not, you guys are just going to have to get on board with my type shit. You have no choice. You are just going to have to get used to me and my acquired taste type shit. I love it. Madam Filter do me well. Leila Shirani. I cannot stand her, honestly. All these people, I can't stand them. I don't know.
My sister say Obiakwa. I don't be aqua type shit. Thank you guys. Like, Oh, I want to mention so many names, but I can't even begin to be mentioning the names like that in this disrespectful manner. Like, guys, my mothers, my mama, my mom, my God on earth, God bless you. My father, God bless you. Mommy, if I don't add,
Kudos to her dad though for actually stepping up to the plate. I like that. That is an example on how to be a father, how to be a parent. Your children may not make the best decisions, but you stepping up and saying, even after the consequences of their poor judgment and their poor decision, you coming out and say, I'm still going to defend you. It says a lot. It means that, yeah, you got the message. You understand the assignment.
Mama Messi, nobody will know, but I cannot be calling you Mama Messi. Mommy, I love you, and you love me too. Type shit.
Type shit.
Auntie Doris. Oh, I cannot start listing names. Oh, I'm so emotional, but I'm so happy, so I cannot cry. Like, my heart is happy.
She's
I'm
such a
happy.
baby.
This my star, they bully me for this place.
She's such a baby, and I'm so happy to see her, in her element and just being herself. And I just love this. I love when young people act their age, act carefree, be free, because I'm one of those people. When I was her age, I was definitely being my age, acting my age, and living my life. I love that. You like there's gonna be all the time in the world for you to grow up. Enjoy enjoy your freedom, enjoy your life, act your age. Act your age, because you're gonna be a lot. You have the rest of your life to grow up. You have the rest of your life to be, an adult. I just love that she's this way. And obviously, this is rubbing some people the wrong way, because there are people that are saying you are happy to be with your family, but your children, you have abandoned your children, blah, blah, blah. There will always be naysayers. That goes without saying. There will always be bitter souls who want to see you miserable and sad, regardless of how it affects you. Nobody can tell me that she's not every now and then thinking about her children, but she not fit kill herself. You know, she has to be strategic about this, which is something that I have said. She has to be strategic. She has to be smart about how she goes about dealing with Ned, and of course, now she give birth to those children. She misses them. She wishes that she has them, but she cannot by herself. You get? So yeah. So this is Regina talking to her brother, and her brother is saying that he will go to prison five times as long as nobody ever put their hands on Regina again. I love their bond. If there's one thing that I give credit to their mom for, is how she was able to raise them, to love each other, to have each other's back. I absolutely love that about them. They have such a strong bond that is so undeniable. I love that. So she's talking to her brother here.
I believe you. I stab you. I love you. Allah,
So he's basically saying that on top of her matter, he's ready to go 5 times.
Nobody go beat me again. Now you talk I love you. I love you so much. So much. Type shit, bro. Wolfgang, I star. I believe you. I believe you. I star you. I love you.
She said he say he already go jail 5 times. I love their bond. I love it so much. I and again, whenever I see, every time I want to get mad at their mom, I just think about how close they are, and I think she did a good job when it comes to that. I think she did a good job raising them to be so close to each other, to have each other's back, and I love that so much for them.
Nobody go beat me again. Now you talk I love you. I love you so much. So much. Type shit, bro. Wolfgang,
Oh my gosh. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. Um somebody says, Mama Jocelyn says, true, her dad could have said, handle your issues after all, y'all didn't ask me for my consent before marrying Chinedu. Exactly. Exactly. So kudos to that guy, honestly. Honestly. Yeah. You also said, oh, this is so beautiful, and he was probably beaten or tortured in jail. Yeah, you know how Nigerian jail is. Even now, for even the Nigerian police officers, now then go start the beating. I believe she even said that. No, it wasn't her. It was the brother's girlfriend that was saying that they were all being they all of them collect, meaning they were all being, you know, torched by the police when the police came. So definitely when he was left in their custody, of course they put their hands on him. Of course, that's to be expected now, you know. So yeah, but willing to go back just to protect her. Why am I crying? I know it's beautiful. It's beautiful. That's the thing, right? Whenever, no matter how upset I try to be when it comes to Regina and her family, they also have like redeeming qualities that you cannot just ignore. For example, this one now, they have redeeming qualities that you can't just ignore and be like, every time you want to get mad, you just think about the things that is beautiful about them and things that are good about them, and you have no choice than to just be like, you guys safe. They definitely for sure have a redeeming quality, and I like that. But yeah, this is a brother, you said. I agree. So yeah, that's the update for today. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for the interactive live. This was fun.
Because
This was fun. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Let me go and chill. And please, before you leave, if you've not hit the like button, please go ahead and hit the like button. And by the grace of God, I'll see you guys here tomorrow. So I trust you guys like this timeline. It's because my schedule changed anyway, but I like this timeline. I like this schedule that I'm currently doing. It allows me to just finish what I'm doing during the day and just do this in the evening. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much. I will see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to hit the like button. Bye, guys.